Hello students, welcome to the English class again. For the last few days, as we were doing the recapitulation of some of the chapters of Flamingo, we have started with Lost Spring, and we have already completed with 2 video lectures of Lost Spring where we have revised the chapter and discussed some of the important questions that might come in the exam from this chapter, right? Okay, so today also we will continue with the Lost Spring, and we will complete the chapter today, seeing that what are the important questions that may appear from this chapter. So let's start, student. In my last video lecture, I have completed till he has a roof over his head, and today we will be starting from the cry of not having money to do anything. Okay, so let's start. What did we go through the previous 2 days? We have seen that about Mukesh. Mukesh lives in Firozabad. He is coming from the bangle making community, okay, and the bangle makers of Firozabad are exposed to multiple health hazards, okay. The children are working in some very what we can say, in a very bad condition, in a dingy cells they are working, okay. They are working near the hot furnaces during daylight, right. They are losing their eyesight. We have seen that their initiative, okay, is being killed because of this mind numbing toil that they are continuously doing each and every day, okay. They are living in a stinking lanes choked with garbage, having homes with crumbling walls, okay, no windows, overcrowded with families of humans and animals, okay. And they have not even enjoyed even one full meal in their entire lifetime because of their poverty. So we have seen once in the case of Sahib-e-Alam, the rag picker, who are poverty stricken. Next we have seen this Mukesh and their like, who are also poverty stricken, okay. So now let's continue with here, that what more is being told about Mukesh and their condition, okay. The cry of not having money to do anything except carry on the business of making bangles, not even enough to eat, rings in every home. The young men echo the lament of their elders. Little has moved with time, it seems, in Firozabad. Years of mind-numbing toil have killed all initiative and the ability to dream. Okay, so here it is understood that these people, okay, they are so much poor. Every generation they face the same thing. We have already discussed about perpetual state of poverty, isn't it? The circle that the father is poor, the child is poor, their child is poor, the next generation is poor, means not a single generation has seen a light of prosperity in their lives, okay. Now this cry, okay, this this helplessness that I don't have the money, okay, can be heard in every household in Firozabad, okay. Nothing has changed over the years, okay. They have been working hard and that have killed their hopes and dreams. Like here it is said, this mind numbing toil, okay, continuously working hard. Mind numbing toil means hard work without the ability to think, okay, without the ability to dream. This has killed all the initiative and the ability to dream, their hopes, their dreams, their capability that yes, they can do something else apart from bangle making. That particular initiative has only been killed, okay, because of this continuous hard work. Why not organize yourself into a cooperative? I ask a group of young men who have fallen into the vicious circle of middlemen who trapped their fathers and forefathers. Even if we get organized, we are the ones who will be hauled up by the police, beaten, and dragged to jail for doing something illegal, they say. There is no leader among them, no one who could help them see things differently. Their fathers are as tired as they are. They talk endlessly in a spiral that moves from poverty to apathy, to greed, and to injustice. Right? So, Anis, at one time, the author asks a group of young men to organize themselves into a cooperative. You know, the self help group and various other groups that are available in the rural areas. So, similarly, these people they can also organize themselves into a group. So, author asks them that why don't they organize themselves into a cooperative? And she learns the horrific truth that even if they get organized, they are taken to jail for doing something illegal and are beaten up. There is no leader among them. That is the main problem. And why there is no leader? Because there are no educated people in that community. All are illiterate. All are facing the same problem, that they come from very what we can say, a backward community. They are coming from a community which is not educated, which is given only to suffer this poverty. Okay. So here these people say that they are fallen into the vicious circle of middlemen. Of course, it is the vicious circle of middlemen, because we find that these middlemen, what they do is that they exploit. Okay, they exploit these bangle makers by lending them money, and then again taking back the money with heavy rate of interest. Okay, now here in one question that has come for the 2 marks, you please write down the question is why could the bangle makers not organize themselves into a cooperative? Okay, so write down the question again. I'm repeating the question. Why could the bangle makers not organize themselves into a cooperative? Okay, now this question had come in the year 2012 and 2013. Okay, as a 2 marks question, this has appeared in these two particular years. Okay, but this particular part, this part where Mukesh and this bangle makers, their sorry plight is being described, this has regularly come in the long answer type question, in the 5 marks question that will come in your exam. Okay, so this part is extremely important. Please give it the mark of very, very important part of the chapter. Okay, so the question is, why could the bangle makers not organize themselves into a cooperative? The answer is, the bangle makers could not organize themselves into a cooperative because they were trapped in the vicious circle of middlemen. Okay, and if they try to organize also, they would be beaten up by police and put into jail by just by accusing them as to be doing something illegal. Okay, right. Okay, so there is this vicious circle, right? The vicious circle where there is no leader among them, no one could help them see things differently. Okay, and their fathers, they are poor, their children are poor. So as it is being said here, they talk endlessly in a spiral, moves from poverty to apathy to greed and to injustice. So it is a kind of spiral means what? A kind of circle. Okay, like the father was suppose the grandfather was poor, the father is poor, the son is poor, his son, the grandchildren is poor, the next generation is poor. Okay, so continuously this poverty is going on. Moreover, the vicious circle is also going in the sense that it is a kind of spiral where one is very much poor. Okay, one is very much poor. So because of poverty, what happened? They are apathized. Okay, the people are apathizing with them, right? And because they are being apathized, they are going to greed. Okay, because we have already seen in elementary school and in other thing also, that when you are poor, when a person is poor, okay, they are always thinking that why, what others are getting, why am I not getting? So as a result, because of this apathy, that I am feeling so sorry for myself, that I am not able to enjoy my life like the other affluent people. So what they do, they are tempted to steal, okay, like we have seen in elementary school. So they are tempted to steal, and once they go to this wrong path, that is the path of injustice. Okay, so this vicious circle, vicious means, what is the meaning of the term vicious? Vicious means something which is evil. Okay, that is what is vicious. Okay, so this vicious circle of going on, okay, with continuous what we can say, uh, of the middleman, the evil circle of middleman, as it is being said here. Okay, this continuous ongoing process of poverty is taking them to various is actually the reason for for their sorry plight. Okay, listening to them, I see two distinct worlds. One of the family caught in a web of poverty, burdened by the stigma of caste in which they are born. The other, a vicious circle of the sahukars, the middlemen, the policemen, the keepers of law, the bureaucrats, and the politicians. Okay, so when Anis had seen all this thing, Anis feel that it is actually these people. Okay, the author finds two distinct worlds in Firozabad. Okay, one is the exploited family caught in the vortex of poverty and the stigma of the caste in which they were born. Okay, the other is this vicious circle. Okay, this continuously, this, what we can say, the evil circle. Okay, the evil policy that is being used by whom? By this middleman, the sahukar, the politician, the lawmakers, the police, the bureaucrats. Okay, they are creating a circle, and these people, these simple young people, or the simple poor people, the bangle making community, they are fallen into this particular vicious circle, right? They have these have created a burden upon some child like Mukesh and all. Okay, as naturally as the father did. Okay, so they are forced to join the same profession what their father had done. Okay, to do something else would mean to dare. Okay, to do means to think that yes, I want to do something else is something which these people cannot even think of, right? So students, this part is also very very important. Okay, where we find this vicious circle and this continuous poverty circle that has been given here. Okay, one thing, some questions that have come from here, you just write down the question over here. The question is, whom does the author blame for the sorry plight of the bangle makers? I am repeating the question if you are unable to see here. Whom does the author blame for the sorry plight of the bangle makers? Okay, this question had come in the year 2014, 2013, okay, 2017, 2018. Very important question. Another way the question can come, that is, which industry was a boon and also bane for the people of Firozabad, and how? Okay, or how are Sahib and, okay, no, not this one. Listening to them, I see two distinct worlds. In the context of Mukesh, the bangle maker's son, which two worlds are the author referring to? I'm repeating the question again. If you're unable to write down, please write it down again. One question is there. Whom does the author blame for the sorry plight of the bangle makers? Number one. This question can come another way. Which industry was a boon and also a bane for the people of Firozabad? How? Okay, next. Listening to them, I see two distinct worlds. In the context of Mukesh, the bangle maker's son, which two worlds is Anish Jung referring to? Another question also, which has almost the same answer, that is, it is his karam, his destiny. Explain. So these questions have come, I've already told you, 2013, 2014, 2017, 2018, continuously this question had come. So what is it? The two worlds that the author refers to are those represented by Mukesh parents and Mukesh respectively, and Mukesh has the courage to dream big in spite of all adversity, whereas the other bangle makers of Firozabad have resigned to their fate, okay, and have suppressed all their hopes and desires. Mukesh refuses to follow the God-given lineage of bangle making and wants to be a motor mechanic when he grows up. But what happens is that Anish Jung blames the vicious circle of the Sahukars, the moneylanders. Sahukars means moneylanders, the middlemen, policemen, bureaucrats, politicians, for the sorry plight of the bangle makers, because they don't allow the bangle makers to organize themselves into a cooperative. Okay, so this industry, this bangle making industry is a boon also, and also a bane for the people of Firozabad. It is a boon because it gives them a livelihood so that they could survive. Okay, however, it is a bane because they are forced to work in this industry for generation, as their children had also to work in bangle making to make ends meet. Okay, as the earnings were meager. Additionally, their eyes and general health were ruined due to continuously working close to the furnaces used for making bangles. Right? So we find that these are all the reasons why this sorry plight of the Mukesh or the bangle making community has been continuously been spoken up by the author. Right? To continue. So together they have imposed the baggage on the child that he cannot put down. Before he is aware, he accepts it as naturally as his father. To do anything else would mean to dare, and daring is not part of his growing up. When I sense a flash of it in Mukesh, I am cheered. I want to be a motor mechanic, he repeats. He will go to a garage and learn, but the garage is a long way from his home. I will walk, he insists. Do you also dream of flying a plane? He is suddenly silent. No, he says, staring at the ground. In his small murmur there is an embarrassment that has not yet turned into regret. He is content to dream of cars that he sees hurtling down the streets of his town. Few aeroplanes fly over Firozabad. Okay. So here we find that about Mukesh is being asked that Mukesh dream, okay, that what is Mukesh dream? This particular question is important. You write down from here, from this particular part the question is given. Write down the question. What is Mukesh's dream? Do you think he will be able to fulfill his dream? What is Mukesh's dream? Do you think he will be able to fulfill his dream? This question is very, very important. Okay, I'm again repeating the question. What is Mukesh's dream? Do you think he will be able to fulfill his dream? This question can come in another way. Who is Mukesh? What is his dream? Or is it possible for Mukesh to realize his dream? Justify your answer. Or what was Mukesh's dream in your opinion? Did he achieve his dream? Okay. Or why is Mukesh's dream of learning to drive a car a mirage? Okay, in any ways this question can come, right? So this question had appeared many times. 2012, 2013, before it had come in 2009, 12, 13, 2014, 2016, 2018. So you can see so many times this particular question had been repeated. Okay, so this question should be given importance to. Okay, so Mukesh belongs to the bangle makers of Firozabad, where each family is engaged in bangle making. On asking, Mukesh says, I will be a motor mechanic. Okay, I will learn to drive a car. But what he says that he wants to be his own master. However, because he is caught up in this vicious cycle created by others, he will not be able to realize his dream and will remain a bangle maker only. And that is what their destiny is. What Mukesh grandmother says, that is their God-given lineage, and they are unable to come out from that God-given lineage. Okay, we have come to the end of this chapter, but some of the questions, especially from law spring, what we have seen that more than the 2 marks question, the 6 marks which used to come till this last year also, now it has been turned into 5 marks in your time. This 5 marks or the long answer type question is very very important. Okay, they have repeatedly appeared in the board exams, the long answer type questions, right? You can go through the long answer. I have provided you with the PDF where all the long answer type questions had been provided to you. You can see that PDF. Okay, I am again repeating some of the questions which are very much important for the long answer type question. Okay, you can write down some question. One is, I have already told you one regarding, that is, describe the circumstances in which keeps the workers in the Bengal industry in poverty. That is one question I have already told. One question is, Simapuri a place on the periphery of Delhi, yet miles away from it. Explain. This question had come in the year 2015. So please give importance to this question. Okay, few other questions are there, like the bangle makers of Firozabad make beautiful bangles and make everyone happy, but they live and die in squalor. Elaborate. This had come in the year 2010. Another question is there, you just see, how is Mukesh's attitude towards the situation different from that of Sahib? Why? That is come in the year 2015. This question can come in this way also. Compare and contrast the plight of Mukesh and that of this one Sahib. Okay, so that way also it can come. Okay, another question which I have already told you, garbage to them is gold. That is very much important. We have already done that one. Okay, so these are some of the questions which are very much important. Please give importance to this type of questions. So in this particular chapter, from this particular chapter, Law Spring, what we have seen or observed the last few years, that 5 marks long answer type question is very much coming. Often it is coming from this particular chapter only. Okay, so give importance to the long answer type question. And reading this chapter is also very interesting, means very easy. There is the first part of Sahib and the second part is of Mukesh. Okay, so first you see the condition of Sahib and his family, and next part you see Mukesh and his family. So once those conditions remain same, because more or less the conditions are same, once you remember those two conditions, what happens, in any ways the question come, you will be able to answer. Okay, I hope students you have understood this revision. This revision has become quite helpful for you all. I hope this will really help you out in your exam. Okay, whatever questions I have discussed, in whichever manner I have discussed the chapter, please go through the video lectures very carefully. This will really come of great help for you in the exam. Okay, students, then we have completed Law Spring. Next, in my next video lecture, I'm going to take up one poem, because I have got the request of some of the students that, madam, please take up poems also. So in my next video lecture, I will be taking up one poem, wherein I am going to give some video lectures on the explanation of some of the poem. Okay, so students, till then, thank you everyone. Study well.